Giddy against Sexton. And here's James outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, and they fell to the Hornets.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner. And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Here's Giddy. Offline with his three. Defense. Ball no good. Bulls have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. No problems knocking that one down.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Pass the ball. Three-pointer. No good on that one. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Bulls lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also like how they trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Trey Jones. Williams is out there with Smith. Then it's Kevin Huerter. And it's Dosunmu in at the 2 spot. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Most accurate shooting guards in the NBA this season. And you look at Dosunmu, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
His shooting has been off the charts. I mean, especially given that he typically operates away from the basket. Those aren't all layups he's knocking down.
And what more can you ask for from a guard? Being able to shoot the lights out makes him one of this league's premier scorers.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, the Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Kevin?
Looking to set the standard. Allie, we thank you very much. So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Second chance shot, and the bank shot is good. Williams has got the lead up to 5 now for the Bulls.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Charlotte's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. James, the pass to Sexton. Here's Knippel. From deep, James. The rebound by Dosunmu.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jones, no one around him. No good with the triple. Hornets trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the Hornets miss again.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
And the Bulls get it back. There's the 3. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Well, it's a work in progress from outside the arc. Good to see Jones knocking it down there.
There's Ball with the 3. That shot, no good.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
Herder passes to Jones, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Up going with the new group. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And White kicks to Giddey. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Ball with it, defended by Giddey. Ball no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
To halt the run, count it. Ball's got 18 points.
Making it work in close ball, getting an agile finish.
Here's Buzelis, sinks the three-pointer. Buzelis has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Bulls. A minute 20 left in the first half. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Ball's got 6 here in this quarter. Bulls leading by 12. Giddey goes in, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That is Giddey at his best, using his long strides to get to the rim.
And Ball puts up a deep 3. Again, Ball missing. The Bulls have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Back to White. Here's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 12.
An explosive night from Kobe White. Let me tell you, anytime he steps out there, we've come to expect this.
There's Ball with the 3. Again, Ball missing.
And they've only got a slight edge on the board, but it just feels a lot bigger.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And it's White missing.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so it's Chicago, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Evan Sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. He'll get you back to the action after this break.
They're getting lit up, not staying connected to the shooters, allowing too many good looks.
Yeah, and defense.
And let's take them. That is more than enough of.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. And it seems like Josh Giddey playing with newfound confidence, coach, since his arrival with the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, one of those trades. That seem to benefit both teams. The Bulls have handed Giddey the keys to their offense, and he has not looked back.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And right now, White, red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
And he makes both free throws.
It's obvious that LaMelo Ball loves making trouble for the defense. He loves to go right at guys in attacks without hesitation.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Bulls, down at 10th in the early going, looking to make a move up in the standings. And, of course, the Hornets just a couple spots back. The Bulls leading by 8. Giddey kicks to Okoro. Shoots over Knipple. And Okoro with the basket on the assist from Giddey.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Ball from long range. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of that.
Patrick Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls. Now a chance to break down how the starters and reserves have contributed in the scoring department tonight for the Hornets. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Giddey, and he uses the glass on the layup. Giddey's got 6 points.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Ball from long range. The Bulls leading by 12. Pass to Buzelis. Jacks up a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 3 assists now in this one. And here is Ball over Giddey. Charlotte again missing.
Just tremendous defense right there. Applying the pressure.
For 3, Williams. And Vucevic kicks to Giddey. Good on the 3-point shot. Giddey's got 5 points in the quarter.
And this is the idea for Giddey. Get enough trays to keep the defense on.
And he gets it to go.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Williams with a clean look. Another 3 for Chicago.
smart decision by Giddey to get the ball out for a better look. Just such a good, pure pass.
Ball with the bucket.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Chicago making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. We'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
From outside the arc, the Hornets pull it in. Bridges got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Miller. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that's Con Knipple with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Smith checked in for Vucevic. The Hornets also changing it up. Diabate's checked in. And it's Colin Sexton in for Miles Bridges. Hornets trail by 17. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season their worst record in over a decade. They're hoping these new additions can help.
McNeely's checked in for Charlotte. James comes in for Miller. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Smith finds White. A three-pointer off the mark. Charlotte's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. A shot by Diabate. No good. Takes a step back. And Jones has it in the corner. The 19-footer is on the money. Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really not where we normally see Jones operate, but good for him to grow his comfort zone a little.
He is just self-willing, this team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Jones from outside. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Jones has got 10.
Matching baskets. From the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
White misses the 3. Hornets trail by 19. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. McNeely shot is off. Outside, White. 17 seconds left to play in the third. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jones has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Bulls. Here's Ball. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Ball's got 42 in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And so it's Chicago controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The 3. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. A moment for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Chicago's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Unfortunate for him personally, but he has been given the go-ahead from the team. We'll see what he chooses to do, given the unlikelihood that they make the playoffs.
Good information as always, Allie. We thank you.
Yeah, we put so much effort into injury prevention in the NBA, but injuries are still going to happen. That's just the unfortunate part of the game.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Dosunmu. Jones is out there with Josh Giddey. It's Smith, and it's Williams at the 4. Ball's checked in for Charlotte. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throw? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And his competitiveness showing through, that's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Kicks it out to James. Fires the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. James has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Vucevic, he's checked in for Chicago.
Number 9, Nikola Vucevic.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. It's Giddey with the drive. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
And, Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Giddey.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Hornets trail by 18 to the left side wing. Back to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Giddey, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. The Bulls leading by 16. Here's Dosunmu. Good. And a nice assist for Williams. That's now 8 points for Dosunmu.
Man, adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Giddey sinks the triple. Giddey's got 10 points in just the second half.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
And another one.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Josh Giddey. It's off target. Hornets trail by 17. Ball fires. Vucevic pulls it down.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Jones. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And we've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Josh Giddey.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
After 2 straight losses, they switched it up a bit tonight, giving him a much bigger role, and it's worked out even better than they could have hoped for.
Oh, sweet pull-up game from LaMelo. The young man has so much confidence in his ability.
Miller there for the rebound. Hornets trail by 18. Ball with it. Guarded now by Okoro. From deep. Buries the deep ball.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
Kobe White. Jumper is off. Charlotte has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. And he misses the J.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest. In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Plays it in off the window.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreaking.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well.
Good, he hits again.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Shoots the 3. Vucevic pulls it down. The Bulls leading by 12. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. White, he misses the putback. And it's the Hornets ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Trying again, and he figures it out with the lay-in. Chicago calls timeout.
Timeout.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Make the noise, fans.
Bulls making a switch here. Giddey's checked in. Now White. Stolen by Ball. And now running up the court. Miller pushing it up. Beyond the arc. Giddey will pull it down. And he hits from 17.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. The 3 goes down.
And it's just competing. And, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Launches it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were